Hello everyone, and welcome back to your daily English practice. My name is John.
And I'm Bia. We are so glad you decided to spend some time with us today.
Today, we are going to talk about a very special and personal topic. It is a feeling that almost every language learner has, but not many people talk about.
Yes, it's a very important conversation. We are going to talk about the feeling of being shy or even feeling shame when you have to speak English.
If you have ever felt your heart beat fast, or you suddenly can't remember any words when you need to speak, we want you to know one thing first. You are not alone.
That's right. This podcast is a safe space for you. Today, we are not just going to talk about the problem, we are going to give you some simple, positive ways to feel better and build your confidence. We are here to encourage you.
So Bia, let's start at the beginning. Why is this feeling of shame or shyness so common? Why do so many of us feel this way?
It's such a common feeling, John. I think a big reason is that speaking feels very personal. When we speak, we are sharing our thoughts and a part of who we are.
That's true. It's not like writing, where you have time to check your words. Speaking is happening right now.
Exactly. So we become very worried about what other people will think. We have these questions in our head. Will they understand me? Will they think my accent is funny? Will they think I'm not smart because my English is slow?
Those fears are very powerful. And the fear of making a mistake can be so strong that sometimes we choose to say nothing at all.
Yes, and we need to say this again. That feeling is completely normal. I felt it when I was learning a new language. You probably felt it too. Every learner in the world has this experience. It is a part of the process.
Absolutely. Knowing that it's a shared journey is the first step to feeling better. So, let's talk about the next step. Our first big tip for building confidence.
I would love to. Our first tip is to change how you think about mistakes. The tip is, mistakes are your best teacher.
Mistakes are your best teacher. I like that. So, mistakes are not just okay. They are necessary, they are important.
Yes, think about it like this. When a small child learns to walk, how many times do they fall down?
Oh, hundreds of times.
Exactly. And each time they fall, they learn something about balance. Falling down is how you learn to walk. Mistakes in English are the same. They are how you learn to speak.
That's a fantastic analogy. No one is ashamed when a baby falls. We just encourage them to get up and try again. We should be that kind to ourselves.
We should. When you make a mistake, don't think, oh no, I failed. Think, okay, that was a learning moment. If you can learn why it was a mistake, you are more likely to remember the correct way next time.
So mistakes are not failures, they are learning opportunities. I love that. So, what is our second tip for our listeners?
Our second tip is, remember that most people are kind and patient.
This is so true. In our minds, we often imagine that native speakers are like strict teachers, listening for every small error.
Yes, that scary teacher image. But in reality, that's not true. Most people are just happy and often impressed that you are trying to speak their language. They are not listening for your mistakes. They are listening for your message.
They want to understand you, to connect with you. If you say, I need help, where is bus stop? The grammar is not perfect, but 100% of people will understand you and want to help you.
That's a perfect example. They hear help and bus stop, and they know what you need. That is a successful communication. But what if someone is times not times kind, John? It can happen.
That is a very important question. It is rare, but it can happen. And here's what you need to remember. If someone is rude or unkind about your English, that person's reaction is a problem with them, not a problem with you.
That's so true. Kindness is free. If someone is not kind, it is their problem. It is not a reflection of your English or your value as a person. Just smile, walk away, and find a kinder person to talk to.
Exactly. Don't let one negative person stop you. There are millions of kind, helpful people in the world waiting to talk with you.
Okay, that brings us to tip number 3, which is very connected to this.
And that tip is, create a safe space to practice.
A safe space. I love that idea. What do you mean by a safe space?
A safe space is a person or a place where you feel comfortable to try and to make mistakes without any fear.
So, this could be practicing alone first. You can talk to yourself in the mirror. You can describe your room. This is my bed. My bed is blue. Nobody is listening. There is zero pressure.
That's a perfect start. A safe space can also be with a very kind, patient friend who is also learning. You can support each other. You can laugh at your mistakes together.
Yes, or a good teacher or a tutor who knows how to encourage students. And when you are in that safe space, it's also a good idea to start with very small, simple conversations. You don't have to talk about big, important topics.
That is such a key point. You can just start by saying hello, or asking, how are you? Or saying, the weather is nice today.
Every small conversation is a small victory, and all of those small victories together build big confidence.
This leads us perfectly into our final and biggest tip. What is it, Bia?
Our final tip is this: focus on connection, not perfection.
Connection, not perfection. Let's talk about that. What is the real goal, the true purpose of learning a language?
It's not to sound like a textbook or a dictionary. The goal is to connect with another human being. It's to share your ideas, to understand their ideas, to laugh together, to ask for help, to make a friend.
Exactly. A textbook can have perfect grammar, but a textbook can't have a conversation. It can't make a new friend. You can.
Yes. Think about this. Your effort to communicate is beautiful. Your accent is a part of your story and where you come from. Your mistakes show that you are brave and that you are trying something new and difficult. People will remember your effort and your kindness, not your grammar mistakes.
That's such an empowering way to see it. It's about what you share, not how perfectly you say it. Those were wonderful, encouraging tips, Bia. Now, before we finish, it's time for our vocabulary review.
Yes. Let's explain some of the important words we use today. I will start. The first word is shame. Shame is a bad feeling you have when you think you did something wrong or silly, and you worry what other people think.
Great definition. Next up is common. If something is common, it happens a lot or many people have it. It is very common for learners to feel shy.
Perfect. The next word is confidence. Confidence is the feeling that you believe in yourself and you can do something well. We want to help you build your confidence.
Our next word is mistake. A mistake is something you do that is not correct. Making mistakes is a normal and good part of learning.
Yes, it is. Okay, the next word is encourage. To encourage someone is to give them positive support and tell them they can do something. We want to encourage all of you.
Our next word is support. Support is help or kindness that you give to someone. Practicing with a friend who gives you support is a great idea.
And our final word is goal. A goal is something important that you want to do. The goal of language is to connect with people.
And that brings us to the end of our show today.
We really hope this conversation was helpful. The most important message we have for you today is to please be kind to yourself. Learning a new language is a very brave thing to do. Be proud of yourself for trying.
That's so true. Let's quickly remember our tips. First, remember that mistakes are your best teachers. Second, remember that most people are kind and want to help you.
Third, create a safe space for you to practice. And fourth, always remember to focus on connection with people, not perfection in grammar.
Learning English is not about becoming a different person. It's about adding a new skill so you can share the wonderful person you already are with more people around the world.
Your voice, your ideas, and your story are important. They deserve to be heard, even with mistakes. So be brave, be kind to yourself, and keep speaking. We are cheering for you.
Thank you so much for listening to English Daily Now. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, everyone, and take care.